Let's go Ravens! The Baltimore Ravens have officially clinched the AFC North title after an electrifying 35-10 win over the Cleveland Browns, cementing their dominance of the division. Fans witnessed a performance that blended resilience, strategy, and a touch of flair, leaving no doubt about the team's readiness for the playoffs. I have a few important things to cover here with you, but before I go any further, make sure you've hit the like button if you believe we're going to the Super Bowl this year. If possible, write it like this: Go Ravens! Let's go to the Super Bowl! The Ravens offense, led by Lamar Jackson, started off slow but picked up steam as the game progressed. Early on, the team faced criticism for its approach on critical fourth downs, which some fans felt was too risky. However, these moments revealed a willingness to experiment, understanding the risks of this final game of the regular season. Despite a few missed opportunities, including a contested pass to Mark Andrews, Todd Monken's offensive play demonstrated calculated boldness. Lamar Jackson ended the game with 16 completions out of 32 attempts, throwing for 227 yards and 2 touchdowns. While his stats might not reflect a flashy performance, his season-long consistency stands out with an incredible 41 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions. And let's not forget his chemistry with Mark Andrews, who finished the season with 11 touchdowns despite a slow start. Andrews' resurgence was a testament to patience and the coaching staff's belief in his abilities. Derrick Henry also proved to be a powerhouse, especially in the second half. Initially held back by a formidable Browns defense, he erupted for 138 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, surpassing the 1,900-yard mark for the season. This performance highlighted why Henry remains one of the most significant acquisitions for the Ravens. The team's depth was tested with injuries, including Zay Flowers, whose official status remains uncertain pending further medical evaluations. Rashad Bateman stepped up impressively, contributing 5 receptions for 76 yards and a touchdown. His determination and connection with Lamar Jackson shone brightly, proving the depth of Baltimore's receiving core. Defensively, the Ravens dominated, holding the Browns to a mere 2.9 yards per carry and limiting their total rushing yards to 56. The standout moment came from rookie cornerback Nate Wiggins, whose first career interception turned into a pick six. Adding to the defensive highlight reel was Michael Pierce, whose interception and coverage demonstrated the unit's versatility and preparation. Baltimore's pass rush was relentless, with Kyle Van Noy and Odafoa adding to their sack totals. The defensive adjustments made mid-season by coaches, particularly concerning the secondary and linebacking core, paid dividends, solidifying this unit as one of the league's most feared. Special teams played their part too, with standout performances from returners Keaton Mitchell and Steven Sims. Sims' aggressive returns continually set the Ravens up in favorable field positions, while Justin Tucker remained reliable, converting all his extra-point attempts. With this victory, the Ravens secured not only the division title but also a playoff game at home. The team looks poised to capitalize on their momentum, combining offensive ingenuity, defensive dominance, and special teams excellence to make a deep postseason run. What do you think, Ravens fans? Are we witnessing the most balanced team Baltimore has fielded in years? Let us know in the comments. Heading into the postseason, the Baltimore Ravens find themselves in an enviable position. This is a team that has shown they can adapt and thrive in various scenarios, but the road ahead is anything but easy. Let's break down what makes this Ravens squad so dangerous and why fans should be optimistic about their playoff chances. First, let's talk about the offense. Lamar Jackson's dual-threat capabilities have been the cornerstone of Baltimore's success all season. Despite some missed opportunities against the Browns, Jackson's ability to extend plays and find receivers in tight windows remains unmatched. His connection with Mark Andrews, especially in high-pressure moments, is a weapon few defenses have an answer for. And then there's Derrick Henry. What a game-changer. His physicality and ability to wear down defenses late in games give the Ravens a lethal edge. The second-half explosion we saw from him is precisely what Baltimore will rely on in the playoffs, especially in cold-weather games where the running game becomes even more critical. But let's not overlook the supporting cast. Rashad Bateman's emergence as a reliable target, coupled with the hope that Zay Flowers can return healthy, adds depth to the receiving core. The versatility of players like Isaiah Likely and Patrick Ricard ensures that the Ravens can keep defenses guessing with their personnel packages. The offensive line, while tested at times, has provided Jackson with enough time to make plays, and their ability to open running lanes for Henry will be crucial in the postseason. Switching gears to the defense, it's hard not to be impressed with how this unit has gelled over the season. Nate Wiggins' pick six was a defining moment against the Browns and a reminder of how dangerous this defense can be when given opportunities. The Ravens' ability to generate pressure with players like Kyle Van Noy and Odafoa has been instrumental, but the unsung heroics of the interior linemen, like Michael Pierce, cannot be ignored. Pierce's interception showcased his awareness and athleticism, attributes that are rarely highlighted for players in his position. The secondary has also stepped up in significant ways. The combination of Marcus Williams and Marlon Humphrey provides a veteran presence that can anchor the back end of the defense. Their ability to shut down top receivers will be vital as the Ravens face more dynamic offenses in the playoffs. The linebacking core, with Trenton Simpson making an impact, has also found its stride, balancing run-stopping duties with coverage responsibilities. Special teams, often overlooked, could be a game-changer for Baltimore in the playoffs. Justin Tucker's consistency is a luxury few teams have, and his range gives the Ravens a scoring edge in close games. Meanwhile, Keaton Mitchell and Steven Sims have added a spark to the return game, consistently setting the offense up with favorable field position. Sims' fearless approach, though risky, has paid off, and his aggressive mentality could be the difference maker in tight playoff contests. The Ravens coaching staff deserves immense credit for this turnaround. John Harbaugh's steady leadership and willingness to make tough decisions, coupled with Todd Monken's innovative offensive schemes, have kept the team competitive. Defensive coordinator Mike McDonald has also been a revelation, implementing adjustments that have transformed the defense into one of the league's best. As Baltimore looks ahead, the biggest challenge will be consistency. They've shown flashes of brilliance in all three phases of the game, but now it's about putting it all together for 4 quarters against the NFL's elite. If the Ravens can continue to execute the way they did in the second half against the Browns, there's no ceiling for this team. So, Ravens flock, the question is simple. Do you believe this team has what it takes to bring another Lombardi trophy back to Baltimore? With a balanced offense, a punishing defense, and top-tier special teams, they certainly have the tools. The playoffs are here, and it's time for the Ravens to make their statement. Let us know your thoughts. How far do you think this team will go? As the playoffs approach, one thing is certain. The Baltimore Ravens have the pieces in place to make a deep run. But what separates good teams from champions is the ability to rise to the occasion when the stakes are highest. For the Ravens, that means refining their game, addressing lingering concerns, and playing their most complete football yet. Let's take a closer look at the key factors that will determine their success in the postseason. First and foremost, the Ravens' ability to adapt in-game will be crucial. Against the Browns, we saw moments where adjustments paid off, particularly in the second half when the offense found its rhythm. Derrick Henry's explosive runs and Rashad Bateman's clutch plays highlighted their capacity to exploit weaknesses in the defense. However, in the playoffs, the margin for error shrinks. Early struggles like the fourth down misfires or drop passes could be costly against top-tier opponents. Todd Monken's creativity as a play caller will need to shine, balancing the aggression that defines the Ravens' style with situational awareness. Ultimately, this season has shown that the Ravens are capable of greatness. They've overcome challenges, silenced doubters, and claimed the AFC North in dominant fashion. Now, it's about proving they belong among the NFL's elite and bringing a championship back to Baltimore. So, Ravens fans, the floor is yours. Do you think this team has the grit and talent to make it to the Super Bowl? What matchups are you most looking forward to, and which areas do you think still need improvement? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get ready for what promises to be an unforgettable postseason.